What is up, everybody? I am Weaponer, and I wanted to talk to you guys about Hugo. I'm going to do a character breakdown for you guys, breaking down his normals, his special moves, his super, ultra, and maybe a couple setups. So as you can see, his dash is very good. His forward dash is really good. His back dash isn't that much worse, but it's still pretty good. His forward dash is a great tool to get in, focus attack some normals or fireballs, and get in a free SPD. Very quick on recovery is dash, so definitely use it a lot. I wouldn't trust Hugo's walk speed. It's very, very slow. So there's that. His dash is very good. Let's talk about his normals. We got standing jab, good poke tool. Standing strong, another good poke. We got standing fierce, which is an overhead, and it's got one hit of armor, and it's probably your best anti-air besides his backbreaker move. We got standing short, another great poke, very long range. I like to option select it into super in case someone throws a poke out there. We also have a standing forward, which is an overhead. Not very useful. I guess it's okay to throw it out there sometimes. Break focus, maybe it's 2 hits, and then we got his standing roundhouse, which is, I guess, another good poke, but pretty unsafe. We got his crouching jab, pretty slow. Another good poke. Crouching strong, another good poke, pretty slow. Crouching fierce, which is kind of like a floppy anti-air. I don't ever use it. I think you're better off with standing fierce. Crouching short, another good poke. Good option select tool. Crouching forward, which is actually a sweep. Great range, pretty safe. Very, very hard to punish, so definitely throw this move out there a lot. You get a free hard knockdown. And then his crouching roundhouse, which is an overhead. And believe it or not, after a sweep, on their wake up, if you do that, believe it or not, it works a lot. You can't really react to it, so it's very good. What else? We got his forward fierce, which is like this, I don't know what you call it, a big fucking fist to your face. Not very useful. I don't use it. Maybe as a far anti-air. I can't really see the use for it. And what else? His down medium kick is back from Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Great little overhead tool, and you can actually combo off of it. If I can get it. You got to be at like a very specific range. But it's a great little tick throw setup to use. Yeah, very good. It goes over fireballs as well. So it's a great little poke to use. There's a combo right there. So let's talk about his jumping normals. His jumping jab, not bad for tick throw setups. Jumping strong, which is actually a good tool to poke after a fireball. If they're throwing fireballs, good poke. You got his jumping fierce, which is not very useful. Jumping short, good tick throw move. Definitely use jumping short if you're going to do tick throws. His jumping forward is pretty much the same, and then his jumping roundhouse. You also have his splash, which is down and heavy punch. Great cross-up tool. Very tricky sometimes. Very tricky to tell if it crosses up. And probably his best jump-in is his splash or his jumping roundhouse. If you're out of range for splash like that, I would definitely go with roundhouse. Depending on the situation. So those are his normals. I think I got all of them. Let's talk about his special moves. His clap is awesome. His clap is very quick. Well, I wouldn't say very, but it builds a lot of meter pretty quick, and it eats fireballs. If you're playing the neutral game, definitely throw out claps. It'll stuff or trade with a lot of stuff, and I guarantee you'll win the trade because it does 80 damage. That's 110. Just a lot of damage. Great to just throw out there, and it's comboable. So definitely use the claps often. They're very good for building meter and stuff. We have his lariats, which is quarter circle forward and kick. The light kick lariat just kind of stays in place. I'm not really sure what it's used for besides combos. If you can hit confirm. His medium lariat goes almost full screen, and his heavy kick lariat goes full screen. Not a very good poking tool. Don't use it. Don't just throw it out there unless you're going to do EX. The best part about his EX Lariat is it'll absorb as many hits as it can before it hits the opponent that are not armor breaking or that's not counter hit. It's very quick, good to just throw out there. Sometimes it's pretty safe on block. I think it's like -2 or -3 or even -4. I don't think it's throwable afterwards. So it's a great tool to absorb some hits and get in on the opponent quick, especially against Dalsum. Fuck. Again, great tool. So we talked about his clap, we talked about his lariat. Let's talk about his command grabs. So we got the meat squasher, which is great to just kind of throw out there sometimes. As you can see, he just runs across the screen and tries to grab you. Great tool just to throw out there, maybe like a tick setup, and he'll go corner to corner, which is absolutely awesome. You can also combo off it, which is sometimes difficult. You can throw in a medium punch or a standing light punch into super. The standing medium punch, if you do actually get it, it'll stand reset them, which isn't a bad thing, but sometimes I'd rather just have the hard knockdown. His EX has 1 hit of armor, which is absolutely great. And yeah, just a great tool to just throw out there sometimes. His half circle back kick command throw is his wall splat. Now I haven't seen much of a difference with the strengths. They all do the same damage. I think they all have the same range. But it's pretty slow on startup. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. It's pretty slow on startup. Good tick throw setups, I guess, but it wouldn't be my primary command grab. It does the most damage if you combo off it, but I would probably stick with the SPD. It's slow on startup, and you can get grabbed out of it. Although the EX one, very fast on startup. So if you have a bar to spare, definitely use EX. So you can combo off of it with a backbreaker if you want to, or you could also combo off it with a clap into backbreaker just to get a little extra damage. And yeah. His other command grab is his SPD. Great damage, 230, just like Zangief's. Not as good as range as Zangief's, but it's still great range, great poke tool. Great tool to just focus in and get some damage with that. Now let's talk about his super. His super, if you hold the button, he'll just kind of do that little cool pose right there. But if you let it rip, fuck, if I could get it, Jesus. Good damage, 300. A lot better than much better than a lot of people's supers on damage. Record. We're gonna. It goes through fireballs. Let's put them on playback. Oh. Don't make me a liar. And the best part about it is you can combo off of it to get an extra 100 damage, which is absolutely incredible. Fuck it. You can combo Ultra 2 off it. It's a little tricky. It's kind of really tricky. The timing is very tight, but you can do it. What I would do against a lot of zoners is I would stand back, play the neutrals game, clap a whole lot. It builds a lot of meter. It'll get you close in, and it will eat fireballs. Also focus attack a lot. But your main goal against fireball characters like Dalsim, Sagat, Seth, even Guile, is to get a full bar of super to get the fuck in there. It goes very, very quick. So you can punish most fireballs with them. Let's talk about his ultras. You have his regular 720 punches, which is his SPD Ultra. I can't really tell you the exact damage right now because I'm using the double Ultra. And then we have his anti-air ultra, which just shoots him up into the air like that. Now, the best part about his ultra 2 is that you can combo off of it. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm bad. You can combo off it for extra damage, which is great, and it's great for jumpers, and it catches backdashes, which is key. So if we just set the dummy up to record, give him a couple backdashes, good enough. If you're expecting a backdash on wake up, it's great to throw out there if you have the right reads. So it catches backdashes, it catches jumpers. Awesome tool. You can combo into it many different ways, and that's that. Those are his ultras. That's his super. Those are his normals and specials. That's pretty much the character. I want to talk to you guys about a couple setups. His crouching short into clap is great as a poke. It's used in third strike a lot. And it's after the clap, I think you're plus on frames, so you can get a command throw easy afterwards. Whoops, not meat squasher. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so yeah, it's a great tool to just throw out there. Another thing I wanted to talk about is his sweep. You can whiff a clap. And catch him with Ultra. Great tool to use. It's used a lot in third strike. Whiffing claps is on their wake up is absolutely necessary in my opinion, because you can do some great meaty setups. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. But you can do some great meaty setups if they block or if they uppercut. You will be safe. So whiffing claps into ultra, into whatever. Whoops. God, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. So another thing I wanted to talk about was the leniency with the inputs with Hugo. Now, I'm not sure what they changed in ultra, but it seems like I have to get quarter circle back or quarter circle forward to get that lariat or that clap. A lot of times I see myself walking forward and I'll try to do a clap, right? And I'm getting SPD instead. That's because if I'm waving the stick around and I go up back by accident after the clap, after walking forward, I'm getting SPD instead, and it's getting me punished a lot. I don't know if it's like this with any other characters, but it's like that with Hugo. You have to be very precise with your inputs. I don't know why they did that, but they did. Anyway, I really haven't gotten to the lab too much with Hugo. I'm actually talking about a lot of third strike stuff here. So you do that, you do a sweep or a hard knockdown into clap. Oh, jeez, that's what I mean. And you can get a free ultra or free SPD off of it, because they're going to be expecting to block or backdash or whatever. So keep that in mind. I will be back, guys, to show you some awesome Street Fighter footage. I'll be uploading a lot of my matches and a lot of tech that I find. That's actually what I'm going to be doing now. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Peace.